You were not born to survive. You were born to thrive. And if you're just surviving right now, something is broken, not in the world, in you. Listen to me carefully. We are standing at the edge of a new year. 2026 is coming, whether you're ready or not. Time doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't pause for your pain. It doesn't slow down for your confusion. The question is not whether the year will come. The question is, will you arrive with it, or will you stay stuck where you are, telling yourself the same lies you told yourself last January? You see, most people don't fail because they don't have opportunity. They fail because they refuse to change. They want a different result, but they keep being the same person. That's insanity. You cannot take your old self into your new season and expect miracles. God doesn't bless who you pretend to be. He blesses who you're willing to become. So before this year ends, there are 5 critical areas you must improve. Not next year, not when you feel ready, now. Because your future is not waiting for you to feel comfortable. Your destiny is calling for you to become dangerous. The first thing you must improve is your thinking. Your mind is either your prison or your palace. Right now, for most of you, it's a prison. You've been locked up by thoughts that don't serve you. Thoughts like, I'm not good enough. I'm too old. I'm too young. I don't have the connections. I don't have the education. I missed my chance. It's too late for me. Those are lies. And you've been feeding them so long, they've become your truth. But here's what you need to understand. A lie repeated 1,000 times doesn't become true. It just becomes familiar. And familiar feels like home even when it's killing you. You've gotten comfortable with limitation. You've made friends with failure. You wake up every day and have coffee with defeat, and you wonder why your life tastes bitter. Let me tell you something about thinking. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your thoughts. If your thoughts are small, your life will be small. If your thoughts are fearful, your life will be limited. If your thoughts are full of excuses, your life will be full of regrets. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. And what you are is determined by what you think. Look at a lion. A lion doesn't think like a sheep. That's why a lion doesn't live like a sheep. A lion walks into a room and the atmosphere changes, not because of his size, because of his mindset. He knows who he is. He doesn't apologize for his strength. He doesn't shrink to make others comfortable. And that's your problem. You've been shrinking. You've been dimming your light so other people won't feel threatened. You've been playing small so others won't feel uncomfortable. But when you play small, you don't serve the world. You rob it. Your mind needs renovation. You need to demolish every thought structure that says you can't. Every belief system that says it's impossible. Every mental pattern that keeps you circling the same mountain. Tear it down. Build new thoughts. Program your mind with possibility, with faith, with expectation, because your brain is like a computer. Whatever you program into it will determine your output. I'm telling you, stop waiting for circumstances to change before you change your thinking. Change your thinking and watch your circumstances bow to your new mentality. The outer world is a reflection of your inner world. If you want to change what you see, change what you believe. The second thing you must improve before 2026 is your associations. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. This is not a metaphor. This is a law. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Look around you. Look at the people in your circle. Are they dream builders or dream killers? Are they pushing you forward or pulling you backward? Are they celebrating your growth or threatened by it? Here's the hard truth. Some people in your life are not supposed to go with you into your next chapter. They were part of your story, but they're not part of your destiny. And you've been carrying them because you're loyal, because you feel guilty, because you're afraid of being alone. But let me tell you something. It's better to be alone with purpose than surrounded by people with no vision. You cannot soar with eagles if you're scratching with chickens. Eagles fly alone. Chickens flock together. And most of you are surrounded by chickens wondering why you can't fly, because chickens don't understand flight. They'll convince you that the ground is where you belong. They'll tell you flying is dangerous. They remind you of everyone who fell, and you listen because their voices are loud and your faith is quiet. But here's what you need to know. When an eagle is tired of flying, it doesn't come down to rest with chickens. It finds a high place. It finds a rock. It finds a mountain. Even in rest, an eagle doesn't lower its standard. So stop lowering yours. I'm not saying abandon people. I'm saying be intentional about who has access to your ear, who has influence over your decisions, who has permission to speak into your life, because not everyone deserves that privilege. Some people are energy vampires. They drain you. They complain but never change. They ask for advice but never take it. They need help but reject every solution. And you keep showing up because you think that's love. But that's not love. That's codependency. Love sometimes means creating distance. Love sometimes means saying no. Love sometimes means protecting your peace more than protecting someone's feelings. You're not responsible for everyone's happiness, but you are responsible for your own growth. And if people around you are stunting your growth, you need to make a choice, them or your destiny. You can't have both. Find people who challenge you, people who inspire you, people who are going somewhere, people who have standards, people who pray, people who read, people who build, people who believe in more, because iron sharpens iron. And if you want to be sharp, you need to be around people who are sharper than you. The third thing you must improve is your habits. Your future is not shaped by your dreams. It's shaped by your daily habits. What you do every day matters more than what you do once in a while. Excellence is not an event, it's a habit. And most of you are waiting for one big break while ignoring the small disciplines that create breakthrough. You want success, but you hit the snooze button every morning. You want wealth, but you spend more than you earn. You want health, but you eat like you have a spare body. You want peace, but you scroll through social media drama for 3 hours a day. You want growth, but you haven't read a book in 2 years. Do you see the contradiction? Your habits are voting against your dreams. Success is not complicated. It's just consistent. It's doing the small things that nobody sees until everybody sees the results. It's choosing discipline over comfort, delayed gratification over instant pleasure, long-term vision over short-term emotion. Let me tell you about a seed. When you plant a seed, nothing happens on day 1. Nothing happens on day 10. Nothing happens on day 20. But something is happening underground, in the dark, in the hidden place. The seed is breaking. It's dying to its old form. It's pushing through soil. It's developing roots. And if that seed could talk on day 15, it might say, nothing's working. I'm still stuck. I should give up. But the farmer knows better. The farmer knows that what looks like nothing is actually everything. The farmer knows that growth happens in the unseen before it manifests in the seen. That's your life right now. You've been planting seeds of discipline, seeds of prayer, seeds of consistency, and you don't see the harvest yet. So you're getting discouraged. You're thinking about quitting. But I'm telling you, your roots are growing. Your foundation is being built. And if you quit now, you'll never see what you're about to become. Your morning routine determines your day. Your daily routine determines your year. Your yearly habits determine your decade. And your decades determine your legacy. So stop treating today like it doesn't matter. Stop wasting hours like you have unlimited time. You don't. Every day you wake up is a gift. Use it. Invest it. Build with it. Wake up early. Not because successful people do it, but because quiet mornings build strong minds. Read daily, not to impress people with your knowledge, but to expand your capacity. Exercise regularly, not just for your body, but for your discipline. Pray consistently, not out of religion, but out of relationship. Budget wisely, not because money is everything, but because stewardship reveals character. These habits seem small. That's why most people ignore them. But small hinges swing big doors. And if you want to walk through the door of your destiny, you need to improve the hinges of your habits. The fourth thing you must improve is your relationship with failure. Most of you are terrified of failing. So you don't try, you don't start, you don't take the risk. You stay in your comfort zone and call it wisdom. But comfort zones are beautiful places where nothing grows. And you've been rotting in comfort, convincing yourself you're being smart. Let me tell you the truth about failure. Failure is not your enemy. Mediocrity is. Playing it safe is. Living below your potential is. Dying with your gifts still inside you is. Those are the real tragedies. Not trying and failing, but never trying at all. Every successful person you admire has failed more than you've even tried. The difference between them and you is not talent, it's not opportunity, it's resilience. They got up, they learned, they adjusted, they tried again, and again, and again, until trying became winning. You know what failure is? Feedback. It's life's way of saying, wrong direction, try another way. But you take failure personally. You make it mean something about your worth. You make it mean you're not good enough. So you stop. But failure doesn't mean you're not good enough. It means you're not ready yet. And not ready yet is not the same as not capable ever. Think about a baby learning to walk. That baby falls down dozens of times, hundreds of times. Does the baby think walking is not for me? I'm just going to crawl forever. No, the baby keeps getting up because the desire to walk is stronger than the fear of falling. But somewhere between childhood and adulthood, you forgot that. You forgot that falling is part of the process. You forgot that failure is a teacher, not a judge. So you need to change your relationship with failure. Stop seeing it as final. Start seeing it as information. Stop seeing it as proof you can't. Start seeing it as proof you tried. And trying is the first step to winning. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So take the shot, start the business, write the book, launch the project, have the conversation, make the move. And if you fail, you learn something valuable. And if you succeed, you'll inspire someone else. But don't you dare stay stuck because you're afraid of what might not work. Because the only real failure is the failure to try. The fifth and most critical thing you must improve before 2026 is your sense of purpose. This is the foundation everything else is built on. Purpose is not what you do. Purpose is why you exist. And most of you don't know why you're here. You're just floating through life, reacting to circumstances instead of creating with intention. You were designed by a creator, and every design has a purpose. A chair is designed to be sat on. A pen is designed to write. A bird is designed to fly. Everything in creation has a built-in function, and so do you. You're not an accident. You're not a mistake. You're not random. You are a solution to a problem. You are an answer to a question. You are a key to a lock. But if you don't know what problem you were designed to solve, you will spend your life trying to be everything and end up being nothing. Purpose is not about you. It's about who you're here to serve, what problem you're here to solve, what need you're here to meet. And when you discover that, everything changes. Because now you're not living for a paycheck. You're living for a mission. You're not working for the weekend. You're working for a legacy. You're not existing. You're contributing. Let me tell you something powerful. The wealthiest place on earth is not a gold mine. It's not an oil field. It's the cemetery. Because in the cemetery, you'll find books that were never written, businesses that were never started, songs that were never sung, inventions that were never created, dreams that were never pursued. The cemetery is full of potential, full of what could have been, full of people who died with their purpose still inside them. Don't be one of them. Don't go to your grave with your music still in you. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs the original you. It needs what you were born to bring. And you've been hiding it. You've been playing small. You've been waiting for permission. But nobody can give you permission to be yourself. That's your decision. Your purpose is connected to your pain. Where you've been broken is often where you're called to heal others. Where you've struggled is where you're meant to bring strength. Your mess becomes your message. Your test becomes your testimony. And if you've been through hell, it's because you're supposed to lead someone else out of it. Stop running from your past. Stop being ashamed of your story. Your story is your qualification. Your scars are your credentials. And somebody needs to hear that you made it through so they can believe they will too. But purpose requires sacrifice. It requires saying no to good things so you can say yes to great things. The enemy of your purpose is not always something bad. Sometimes it's something good that's just not meant for you. You can be busy and still be empty. You can be successful and still be unfulfilled. Because success without purpose is just noise. It's activity without meaning. It's motion without direction. So you need to get quiet. You need to disconnect from the chaos and connect with your Creator. You need to ask the hard questions. Why am I here? What am I supposed to do? Who am I meant to become? And then you need to listen. Not to the world, not to the crowd, not to the culture, but to the still small voice inside you that's been trying to get your attention your whole life. When you find your purpose, you find your power. When you find your purpose, you find your courage. When you find your purpose, you find your peace. Because now you know why you're waking up. Now you know what you're building toward. Now you know what legacy you're leaving. But let me tell you something else about these 5 areas. They don't work in isolation. They work together. They connected like fingers on a hand. You can't improve one without affecting the others. Your thinking affects your associations. Your associations affect your habits. Your habits affect how you handle failure. And all of it flows from your purpose. This is why so many people stay stuck. They try to fix one area while ignoring the others. They want to change their habits, but they keep the same negative thinking. They want better associations, but they're not willing to change their behavior. They want to discover purpose, but they refuse to face their failures, and nothing changes. Because transformation is not selective. It's complete. It's total. It's a whole life renovation. You can't microwave maturity. You can't shortcut growth. You can't skip steps and expect to reach the destination. This is a process. And processes take time. They take patience. They take persistence. But here's what you need to understand. The process is not punishment. The process is preparation. God is not withholding your breakthrough. He's preparing you for it. Because what you're praying for requires a person you haven't become yet. Think about it. If I gave you $1 million right now, would you be ready? If I gave you the business you've been dreaming about, do you have the character to sustain it? If I gave you the influence you want, do you have the integrity to steward it? See, most people want the blessing without the building. They want the promotion without the preparation. They want the crown without the cross. But that's not how it works. Every level requires a new you. Every season demands new capacity. Every door that opens needs a different key. And you're being shaped right now, molded, refined. Not because you're broken, but because you're being made ready. The delay is not denial, it's development. And if you fight the process, you'll forfeit the promise. Let me tell you about gold. Gold is valuable, but gold in the ground is not the same as gold in the store. That raw gold has to go through fire, intense heat, unbearable pressure. The fire burns away the impurities, the dross, the worthless parts, and what comes out is pure, refined, valuable, beautiful. That's what you're going through right now. The fire you're in is not destroying you, it's refining you. It's burning away everything that's not supposed to be part of your future. So stop complaining about the heat. Stop questioning the pressure. It's making you valuable. It's making you rare. It's making you the kind of person who can carry what's coming. Because what's coming is heavy. What's coming is significant. What's coming requires strength you don't have yet. Wisdom you haven't gained yet. Character you haven't developed yet. And that's why you must improve before 2026. Not because of some arbitrary deadline, but because your next season is waiting for the new you. Your destiny has a due date. And if you show up to your own future unprepared, you'll miss it. You'll be like the servant who buried his talent, not because he didn't have potential, but because he didn't develop it. Listen carefully. Potential is not enough. Potential without development is just possibility. And possibility without action is just fantasy. You've been living in fantasy long enough, dreaming about what could be while doing nothing about what is. And time is running out, not in a fearful way, but in an urgent way. There's a difference between panic and urgency. Panic is chaotic. Urgency is focused. Panic is emotional. Urgency is intentional. And I'm not trying to make you panic. I'm trying to wake up the urgency in you, because you've been hitting the snooze button on your destiny. Every time your spirit says it's time, you say not yet. Every time opportunity knocks, you say I'm not ready. Every time the door opens, you say maybe next time. But how many next times do you think you have? How many more opportunities do you think are coming? How many more years do you think you can waste before it's too late? I'm not being harsh. I'm being honest. And somebody needs to tell you the truth. Your mama loves you too much to hurt your feelings. Your friends are too nice to challenge you. But I'm not here to make you comfortable. I'm here to make you conscious. Conscious of how much you've been settling. Conscious of how much you've been wasting. Conscious of how much potential is dying inside you while you scroll through other people's lives. You know what's tragic? Watching someone else live your dream because you were too afraid to try. Seeing someone else build the business you thought about. Reading the book you were supposed to write. Singing the song you never recorded. Living the life you could have had if you just decided to change. That's not inspiration. That's regret. And regret is the heaviest burden you'll ever carry. So let me ask you a question. What's stopping you, really? What's the real reason you haven't started? Is it fear? Is it pride? Is it laziness? Is it comfort? Whatever it is, it's costing you your future. Every day you let that excuse win is a day your purpose loses. And you can't get those days back. You can't rewind time. You can't relive yesterday. All you have is today. And what you do with today determines what you have tomorrow. Now, here's where most motivational talks end, with a nice feeling, with a temporary high. You feel good for a moment. You feel inspired. You tell yourself, this time will be different. And then you go back to the same life, same habits, same thinking, same people, same excuses. Because inspiration without implementation is just entertainment. I don't want to entertain you. I want to transform you. And transformation requires more than good feelings. It requires action, specific, immediate action. So before you close this message and go back to your regular programming, I need you to do something right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Take out a piece of paper or open your phone and write down these 5 areas: thinking, associations, habits, failure, purpose. Under each one, write one specific thing you're going to change. Not 10 things. One thing. One specific, measurable, actionable thing. Because if you try to change everything at once, you'll change nothing. But if you change one thing in each area, you'll change your life. For your thinking, what's one lie you're going to stop believing? Write it down. Then write the truth that will replace it. For your associations, what's one relationship you need to release or reduce? Or what's one new connection you need to pursue? For your habits, what's one daily discipline you're going to commit to for the next 90 days? For failure, what's one risk you've been avoiding that you finally going to take? For purpose, what's one step toward discovering or walking in your calling that you're going to take this week? One thing in each area. That's all. 5 specific changes. And commit to them, not casually, not I'll try, but truly commit. Tell someone, write it down, set reminders. Do whatever you need to do to make sure these changes happen. Because this is how transformation works. Not in one big explosion, but in small, consistent, intentional changes that compound over time. You see, most people overestimate what they can do in a day and underestimate what they can do in a year. They think they need massive action to see massive results. But massive results come from small actions repeated over time. It's the compound effect. It's the power of consistency. It's doing the little things so long that they become big things. A river doesn't carve a canyon in a day. It carves it one drop at a time over thousands of years. An oak tree doesn't grow in a season. It grows one ring at a time over decades. Your life won't transform overnight, but it will transform over time if you commit to the process. If you show up every day, if you do the work when nobody's watching, if you keep going when you don't see results yet, and that's the test. Can you keep going when you don't see anything changing? Can you stay committed when it feels like nothing's working? Can you maintain discipline when the excitement fades? Because that's where most people quit, right before the breakthrough, right before the harvest, right before everything they've been working for starts to manifest. Don't be one of them. Don't quit on yourself. Don't give up on your future. Don't abandon your purpose because the process is taking longer than you expected. Stay in it. Stay faithful. Stay focused. Because the farmer who plants and tears will reap in joy. The athlete who trains in obscurity will win in public. The student who studies in private will succeed in the exam. And the person who improves in secret will rise in the open. Your time is coming. Your season is approaching. Your moment is near. But it's only coming to the prepared. It's only approaching the disciplined. It's only near for those who improved while they waited. So improve, grow, change, develop, become. Let me bring this home. 2026 is not just another year. It's your year of acceleration. It's your year of elevation. It's your year of manifestation. But only if you do the work. Only if you make the changes. Only if you stop making excuses and start making moves. Improve your thinking. Renew your mind. Reject limitation. Believe in possibility. Improve your associations. Surround yourself with eagles. Disconnect from dream killers. Improve your habits. Be disciplined. Be consistent. Be excellent in the small things. Improve your relationship with failure. Fail forward. Learn from mistakes. Try again. Improve your purpose. Discover why you're here. Walk in your calling. Live with intention. These 5 things are not optional. They're essential. They're the difference between existing and living, between surviving and thriving, between average and extraordinary. And you weren't created for average. You were created for impact. You were created for influence. You were created for greatness. But greatness doesn't happen by accident. It happens by decision, by discipline, by determination, by refusing to settle, by refusing to quit, by refusing to die with your potential still inside you. So I'm asking you today, what are you willing to change? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to let go of so you can grab hold of what's waiting for you? Because something greater is waiting. A better version of you, a stronger you, a wiser you, a more purposeful you. But that person doesn't show up while you're comfortable. That person shows up when you're committed. The clock is ticking. Time is moving. Days are passing. And every day you delay is a day you can never get back. So don't wait for January 1st. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you feel ready. Because if you wait until you're ready, you'll wait forever. Ready is not a feeling. Ready is a decision. Decide today. Decide right now that you're done playing small, that you're done wasting time, that you're done living beneath your potential. Decide that before this year ends, you will improve, you will grow, you will change, you will rise. Your future is not determined by your past. It's determined by your choices today. And today you have a choice to stay the same or to transform, to complain or to create, to give up or to get up. Choose transformation. Choose creation. Choose to get up. Because the world is waiting for you, not the broken you, not the fearful you, not the confused you, but the healed you, the bold you, the purposeful you. And that version of you is not coming. That version of you is being born right here, right now, in this moment of decision. So rise up, step into your greatness, walk into your destiny, and let 2026 be the year that everything changed. Not because life got easier, but because you got stronger. Not because the world gave you permission, but because you gave yourself permission. Permission to dream again, permission to try again, permission to become who you were always meant to be. You are not here by accident. You are here on assignment, and your assignment is not complete. So finish strong, live fully, love deeply, give generously, build boldly, and when your time on earth is done, leave empty. Leave with nothing left inside you. Leave knowing you gave everything. You held nothing back. You lived on purpose and for purpose. That's the life you were created for. That's the life you deserve. That's the life that's waiting for you. So go get it before 2026, before another moment passes, before another excuse is made. Go get your life. Go get your purpose. Go get your destiny, because you were born for this moment, this mission, this movement, and the world needs what you carry. So carry it well, carry it boldly, carry it all the way to the finish line. And when you cross that line, may you hear the words every soul longs to hear. Well done, good and faithful servant. You didn't waste your life. You invested it. You didn't hide your gifts. You multiplied them. You didn't play it safe. You played to win, and you won. Not because life was easy, but because you refused to quit. You refused to settle. You refused to die with your music still in you. You sang your song. You ran your race. You fulfilled your purpose. I believe in you. Even if you don't believe in yourself yet, I see your potential. Even if you can't see it yet, I know your future is greater than your past. Even if you're standing in the mess of yesterday, because I've seen too many people rise from nothing to become something extraordinary. I've watched the broken become healers, the lost become leaders, the failures become champions, and you're next. You're up. This is your moment. Now go. The year is ending, but your story is just beginning. And what a story it will be